Minister in the Presidency Khumbudzo Ntshavheni says there are no plans to assist the ongoing rescue efforts of suspected illegal miners in Stilfontein in the northwest. Over 4,000 people are allegedly underground in a disused mine shaft after more than 1,000 were arrested last week during Operation Vala Umgodi. For more on this, let's now speak to Meshack Mbangula, who is the National Coordinator for the Mining Affected Communities United in Action. Meshack, a very good morning to you. Thank you so much for making time for us. What was your reaction when you heard what the Minister had to say yesterday? We will smoke them out, she says. And she says that they weren't sent there by the state, and they're not doing this for the benefit of the country. What's your take on this?
Quite devastating, very devastating, because those are human beings. Criminals, we have criminals in jail, which is, they got 3 meals a day, and why these people should be treated in this manner, because they're just human beings. And the reason that they are being there, most of that is because they are poverty, and they were there just to get something to put on the table. You know, that's very disappointing and devastating to have the whole minister who's elected by the people, the government of the people, by the people, for the people. But this time it's against the people, and don't want to hear anything about the people.
Yeah. But what do you make of the aspects that she puts forward, that they weren't sent down the ground or down these holes by the state? They're doing it for their own benefit, and I guess for their families' benefit as well. So why should the state be held responsible?
You see, any criminals that do criminality in whatever sector is not sent by the government, but it's taken to jail to get the right food. But what happened in this case is that obviously those people who went there, you must understand that the criminals are the mines that came into South Africa and mined without rehabilitating. And they left those holes, they left those shafts open, and those people who are there, the only skill they have is to do mining for them to put bread on the table. So they should have started with the very same people who mined and not rehabilitate. Those are the first criminals, and that's something should have been done. Those people are there because South Africa unemployment rate is very high. And if this sector, when we started speaking to them in 2014, 22 till now, they should have transformed that sector to a safe sector and be able to generate jobs out of those things. We should have been somewhere. But because they are stubborn and they believe better, they know about these things, then we are in this uncontrollable situation. And we cannot at any stage, what we are saying to the government, save life, save life. You know, to make police stand there, those people are shocked. You know, when the police are out there, it's very difficult for you to come out because you are facing But if we can have a government who can organize, we have geologists, we've got a lot of people, and even very same guys who are working in the mines, who have gone down and talked to the people to come out to save life. And at the moment, those people are dehydrated, didn't eat for so many days, not only doesn't have water, they are sick. They need assistance to go out there because they themselves close for the people who support them to give food. So it's the government who have to make means and ways of talking to the people and be brought up, save life.
So what would you have preferred to hear from Minister Khumbudzo Ntshavheni yesterday?
Is to say we are organizing people who understand the underground mining and to go down there and be able to talk to the people and make them sure they come out and save the life of the people, and not to say we're going to smoke them out. Because those people, I'm still saying, as long as there is poverty, we will have people going down. It's not only in Stilfontein. We have more than 75,000 of Zamazamas around South Africa. And we need to look at how do we transform this sector to be a sector that can generate work jobs, not just to say people are criminals. And we're having commercial mines that are running in South Africa, taking a lot of minerals that doesn't have licenses. And we have given those reports to the DMPR to say, look, this mine is running for 2 years without a license. And because they are elites, white elites, the activities are undertaken by them, nothing is happening to them because they get taxes from them, which is give them big houses, luxury cars, and nothing happens. And those taxes are not scaling down to the people to benefit or to generate jobs or to create decent jobs for the people. This government is really ruthless, doesn't really know what are people. They should, they should do something. We can't give ideas. We have people. I mean, if an ordinary community member would go down and check those people, we can have those people who are able to go down there and take out those people.
Yeah,
not just
but isn't the difference, Meshack, that perhaps that community member that went down is somebody who's known by some of the people who are underground, so there is no hostility. But we know, as a matter of fact, in the stories that we've covered before when it comes to illegal miners, is that they are heavily armed. So if you were to send down police officers, as an example, or the geologists that you are speaking about, what guarantee is there that their lives will not be under threat once they are down and underground?
There's always negotiations. If the community member can go down and come back alive, that will be the negotiator.
Yeah, but I'm saying that is perhaps somebody that they know, and evidently that person knows how to scale those tunnels. One of the reasons that some of the mine workers don't want to come up is because they fear that they will be arrested. So what guarantee is that if the state was to intervene and send people down there, that those people's lives will not be under threat, let alone that the mines are saying that these areas are not safe?
You see, mining is not in any way a risky business. But what you are saying is that we should not start it by just going there and stopping food, stopping water. That tells the people that this is vicious. There's a war here. But if you went down there and say, there's this issue, you have to come out in this manner. What I'm saying is that either the geologists and the other people, led by the very community member, to go down there and say, we are not here to fight you, we are here to talk to you. And in any way, those people are now weak and sick. We are not going to be facing people who are strong and whatever. It's been days, those people not eating, not getting water. So definitely sure they will be prepared to talk. They're not something that is they still can carry those guns and do whatever. The system, the conditions have changed. The environment needs people who can go down there and say, we can assist, put a loaner and take them up.
Okay.
So
once they have resurfaced, one of the other organizations that we were speaking to here on the channel had said that these miners, the illegal miners, should be granted amnesty. What's your view on what should happen? Because there is illegality that is taking place once those miners resurface. Whichever way they come out, whether it is through the assistance of community members, whether it's through the assistance of the state, but whichever way that they come out, what should happen to those individuals?
Those people should be granted amnesty because, like we indicated, we believe if that sector was transformed long time ago, that sector would be very. But those people should be granted amnesty because if you look at this case, they went into that mine which was left by the very same other mines, and what they are doing there is trespassing, right? And if there were issues of maybe other issues that are there, then obviously that the case will be looked at in that manner. But the only time that we're doing is trespassing and getting something to put on the table. So amnesty is very correct.
Amnesty is very correct. Okay, thank you so much for your time. Meshack Mbangula is the National Coordinator of MACUA, speaking to us there about their take on what the Minister Khumbudzo Ntshavheni had to say yesterday about government and law enforcement smoking out the illegal mine workers that are underground. It's alleged that around 4,000 of them are still underground. Still to come.